So I'm Sanju Paul and I belong to Kullu.
So like, is your home in Haripur as well, or are you from
My
someplace
home
else?
is at Bajora basically.
That's a bit
Yeah.
far away from here.
Almost 40 kilometers from here.
40 kilometers.
Yeah.
So you travel every day, or like you have a home?
No, I have a residence over here too.
So yeah, like you said, you were a veterinary doctor before this. So what inspired this transition in your life? कि आप पहले you were a doctor and 30 years that too.
Suddenly one day I recognized I don't belong to what I am doing, I felt like belonging with my passion, with colors and all.
But still 30 years is a lot of time, because you never felt like this before that?
No, never.
Never in 30
Never,
years
never,
of your
never, never, never. Never. I never thought that in my dreams even that I will become an artist, full-time artist.
Are you married? You
Yeah, I am
have
married.
kids?
I have 2 kids.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's nice. So you had like a very well stable life and everything. Married, kids, and a job.
If you call it stability, then yes.
I mean, I don't call it stability personally myself, but that's like the societal norm, I believe. Everybody calls it like the life you should.
Yes, one can assume. Yeah.
One can assume, right? Yeah. So was it like easy for you to transition? Like,
Yeah.
how did your family react first of all?
They were supportive.
They were supportive.
And it was very easy,
So you never even picked up paintbrush before this in 30 years in your life?
No, I can't say that because during my childhood, I used to paint. And then when we were in the college, in the veterinary college, we used to do anatomical drawings and everything. I rigorously started painting during COVID. And that was the time which I think rewired my mind.
Yeah, what's the idea behind Mindscape Art Gallery?
Just to escape the minds,
Escape the minds.
Yeah.
Okay. Like you were telling me, like this is the Tethys and
Yeah, this specific hall.
This specific hall.
Yeah, millions of years ago, Tethys Ocean existed.
Yeah.
And whatever happened to the ocean, it went down because of the various earthquakes and other interactions down the earth, and then the sediments rose.
Yeah.
The Himalayas are formed that way, and they're still growing.
I mean, I just read this thing over there. It says like you can still find fossils from that era.
Yeah,
like
Langdon,
Zanskar.
Spiti Valley, yes.
Okay.
Yes, you can
Amazing.
still
I would
find.
love to see that one day. Like how has the reception of this particular gallery been in Kullu, Manali, from the local people in this area?
I never expected them to be so receptive.
Yeah.
But if I see the amount of children who come here to learn and to see the gallery, yeah.
You conduct workshops for children?
Yes. For children, for elders also.
So is there like a particular technique you teach, or it's
Yes,
just...
I teach with my own technique because I haven't gone to any art school. So I don't know the conventional methods. The things how I perceive and draw, just teach them the technique. Yes.
Yeah.
I have a very simple technique, the cube method. And from the cube only you evolve everything.
Are you talking about that cubism and...
No, just simple cube. If you know how to draw a cube, you can draw anything.
Achha. But if you have to fit your technique into a category, that would be... Is there a category you would like categorize your...
I call myself a surrealist. That
Surrealist.
attracts me the most.
Okay.
Otherwise, I am an experimental artist.
Experimental.
And I love to club various disciplines,
Okay.
You can find medicine, you can find geography.
So is there
geology,
someone
everything.
from like history you really look up to, like some artist? Like you really love his or her works?
I admire Michelangelo.
Okay.
And I also admire Sardar Sobha Singh.
Has your background in veterinary science, like this field of science, has it influenced your creativity and your art at all, because you were in this field for 30 years?
I think I am because of this science only.
Yeah.
Because when I used to treat animals, I used to look into their eyes. Animals don't speak, but you can see various emotions in their eyes. And animals are everywhere,
Yeah.
I haven't been with many human beings, but I have been with lakhs of animals,
Yeah.
So I've communicated with them without any words, So that I have tried to translate in colors.
So how do you define art in your terms? What is art for you?
Art is life.
It's life. It's, like you said, it's life. It's expression, and like if you really express yourself without conforming to any other thing, any other norms or everything, like it's very evident in your art over here. Like you took me around, it's amazing. So can you share an experience of this space, or from any particular piece over here which challenged you the most while making it? Maybe it felt very surreal, like when you were making it. Like one particular piece you're really attached to, I would say.
Yeah, there is a set of paintings, twin paintings, lamplets of pandemic, you know.
Lamplets of pandemic.
Yeah, when
Okay.
COVID came, you know, we were advised to this do the lighting, you know, diyas and this ring the bells, you know, घंटियां बजाने के लिए बोला था, है ना. So at that time I was very disturbed, you know, because I come from veterinary science and we are used to handling these outbreaks, you know, disease outbreaks, epidemics. You know? So what I was visualizing was that what is going to happen in the future, you know, there is going to be a lot of death, a lot of infections, you know. There will be dead bodies in the rivers, you know. There will be super infection, this black fungus and all. You know? So I painted that twin set of paintings at that time, but it happened later, 1 year later.
So what you're saying is like you drew that painting in a year before the pandemic.
Yes.
So what are your like future aspirations for Mindscape Art Gallery? What do you have any personal goals for this space or for yourself?
Actually, Mindscape is my child, you know. Whatever you can aspire for your child.
So do you conduct exhibitions as well in this space?
Yes. Right now we have done only few for our own learners only.
I'm not sure. I was asking ChatGPT about this space. They didn't mention a name.
Advait. He's our little artist. He's like he's just in class 3.
Wow,
third standard.
He had an exhibition here.
Yes. Not here, but he created the pieces here. You know, we created together, and then we had an exhibition in Kullu.
Wow.
So he also sold an art piece over there.
Wow.
Yeah, and he's very small. If you see him, he's such a sweet child. Yeah,
but I think that's the boost people need in their younger years.
Yes.
Right? So yeah, just to sum it up, my last question for you is: what advice do you have for like people like Advait or like younger generation, if they want to pursue a career in like, you know, arts and crafts? Or actually even for anyone at all, like someone who's in their 50s or 60s or someone like me.
I think
20s.
art happens, art is an expression, and it happens when it has to happen, you know. So even if you are not able to pursue in your younger years like me, you still can express, you know. And if you express later, you get enriched with so many things. So if you do it from the younger age, your craft will improve. And if you are doing it at an older age, your craft will be enriched. If you have a talent or a zeal to do this, keep on doing. It could be done in combination with other things or separately as you feel comfortable.
I think a lot of people talk about this law of attraction, manifestation. Like once you just start doing something, the universe collides in a way to make things happen for you. Do you believe in that thing? Like because you're putting it out in the world that you want to create art.
No, I have read that book actually. I have read that book. So sometimes you can say it's true, sometimes you can say it's not true. But I don't fully believe in all these things.
In that, but I do believe that once you're putting it out in the world, that like I come from the film background, I want to become an actor. I'm just putting it out in the world. I want to become an actor. So I'll meet like-minded people who are directing, cinematography, stuff like that. So I think it collides in a way.
That's the process actually for anything. For anything you do. If you're a scientist, you meet many scientists. You go to a conference, you meet many scientists, and then you plan the project. If you're an artist, you meet various artists or people. So it is obviously there.
I think that's it. Short and simple. Thank you for talking to me.
Thank you for talking to me.
Thank you.